Hey everybody, thanks for tuning in to the Manny Hall Show once again. I have with me Terrance today. Man, listen, he's doing a lot of stuff. This is a true entrepreneur, hustler, businessman, whatever you want to call it. So Terrance, you ready, man?
Yep, I'm ready.
Gonna get it in.
Yep.
Manny Hall Show, peace.
That's a vibe. It's a vibe. And that's a vibe. That's a vibe. Oh, it's a vibe.
Hey, what's going on, bro?
How's it going, bro?
Excellent, man. First off, I like that hoodie.
Appreciate it.
You representing.
Oh, yeah, always.
All right, so please tell the people your name and what you do.
My name is Terrance Myers. I am kind of a serial entrepreneur. I own MedCert. That's the hoodie. MedCert. We do different types of medical training classes, everything from CPR and first aid to home health aid, phlebotomy, EKG tech, and a few other things. And also nursing assistant. I don't know if I said that.
Gotcha.
But we train people who are interested in careers in all of those fields.
Okay.
Also, in addition to MedCert, I have Move for Less, which is a full-service moving company. We provide both local and long-distance moving services. We're located in Bedford Heights. That company has been in business for about 8 years. MedCert's been around for 14 years.
Nice.
In addition to that, I am also a partner in Regal Auto Sales, which is a car lot located in Newberry, Ohio, out in Geauga County. And we provide, used cars, try to provide people with affordable used cars, quality affordable used cars. In addition to that, I also have Myers Family Home, which is an adult care facility located in Maple Heights. We provide residential facilities for people with mental health or substance abuse issues.
Gotcha.
So, do
All
quite
right.
a bit.
So I was gonna ask, what made you get started, but you doing your thing, bro. So what I'm just gonna ask is, how did you get started with being such a entrepreneur, like a hustler, this grinder, just looking at something that you want and going to get it? What started down that path?
I think I was already naturally one of those kind of people.
Okay. Even as a little young dude.
Yeah, even as a kid. I
Okay.
think, everything from selling and reselling baseball cards
Okay.
to selling candy to, really any little hustle that I could do.
Makes
Making
sense.
flyers on my father's computer,
Okay.
cutting the neighbor's grass. Whatever I could do. I was always interested in business.
Yeah.
I always thought business was, something for me, something that I wanted to do. So I think
Gotcha.
it's always been kind of in me. Once I got to college, I think it kind of went to the next level. Then once I graduated from college and came back here to Cleveland, kind of took it to the next level. Started with MedCert, and then the other businesses kind of formed after that.
All right, no, let's go all the way back, and I really want them to see the progression of this journey. So you're a young dude, what, 5, 6? Start selling the baseball cards and the candy.
I'm about probably about 6th grade or so.
Oh, 6th grade, okay.
Mm-hmm.
And what kind of baseball? Like baseball cards, basketball cards, football, or everything?
Kind of all of the above.
Okay.
All the above. During that time, that's when a lot of the Shaquille O'Neals and all of those guys was like rookies and everything.
Anthony
So,
Hardaway.
yeah, Penny, Chris
Yeah.
Webber, all of those cats. So it was pretty hot at the time.
Yeah.
Um,
I used to have this big old stupid book of basketball cards, and I don't know what happened to it at this point.
I'm still
I
looking
think
for
somebody,
some of mine too right now.
man, I know somebody had to steal it because I really took the time to collect them all and have a book probably about 50 or 60 pages. It was pretty thick.
Oh,
And I had so many great cards, man. Then they would come with the limited edition ones, so they would do like the throwbacks. I had so many, and I just can't find them. They're gone.
definitely. Yeah, hopefully you'll come up on them somewhere.
Man, I wish, man. But so you were selling these cards. So how was you doing this? Just like with the friends from the neighborhood, or were you taking them to school too?
Kind of both.
Okay.
My brother and I, we were both into all of that stuff at the same time. So we would go to, that's when they still had a lot of flea markets.
Yeah.
Like that. You would have guys out at the flea market selling cards. They still had like sports card shops and
Right.
stuff back then. So we would save up and do odd jobs and buy like the big box of cards and
Yeah.
take all the good ones out and sell them.
Right.
and
Right. What you
that
think
stuff
happened
like
to that business? with the cars and stuff? Like it just
I think it's still there.
Okay.
It's just not anywhere near as hot as it used to be for
Gotcha.
one reason or another. That's
Gotcha.
one thing I wouldn't think that the internet would kill.
Yeah,
But for some reason it did kind of fade away.
yeah. That's kind of weird. All right, so you're doing your thing in the neighborhood. As you get a little bit older, then you start cutting grass and
Yep. Yeah, definitely. My father was always into computers.
Okay.
So I remember when I was maybe about 12 years old, we decided, you know what, I'm using his computer. I'm going to create a flyer, use the family's lawnmower.
yeah,
And just go out and see what kind of odd jobs I can get. So we went to all the neighbors, got hired by a few of them, cleaning garages out, cutting grass,
Nice.
doing little odd jobs. So we had a few regular customers. So
Okay.
that was kind of our first real business.
Now, did you do snow in the winter then?
Not really.
Okay.
Not really. I don't remember why, but for the
Okay.
most part, we're just doing grass in the
Might have
summer.
been because it was kind of cold outside.
It might have been that. I might not have liked the snow.
Right,
too.
right. I hear that.
Definitely.
So you get a little bit older now. So through high school, was it just primarily you still doing the baseball cards at that time?
Now, by that time, I was working more.
Okay.
Yeah, by high school, I was playing sports.
What was your first gig?
My first job was at SeaWorld.
Okay.
Yeah, SeaWorld. But I kind of, throughout high school, worked a little bit every day.
I remember those days though. It was either SeaWorld or Geauga Lake.
Everybody
was excited about working in them summers.
Everybody worked there.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that was my first gig. And then a couple different places. Hometown Buffet, Boston Market.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, just quite a few places.
The hometown it was up here or
In
'cause it was
Macedonia.
Macedonia, right.
Yeah, in Macedonia.
Because that eventually turned into Golden Corral. Was that same location right there?
No, it was in a different location. It was over in the plaza. But back then, minimum wage was like $4 an hour, and they was paying like $6.50. So I thought I was balling.
Right.
So I was just around, just working a lot of jobs in high school. That was just kind of my thing. Just work. Deliver pizzas, working multiple jobs, playing sports, just trying to do everything all at once.
So, like when you were in high school, did you have this one major goal that you were trying to save up for something big, or was it just you just wanted to stack?
Not really, just stacking.
Okay.
Making sure I had some sounds in my car.
Gotcha.
Some new clothes every now and then, but not really any major goals.
All right, so let's talk about the car. So, what did you first come down with? When you got your money, it was like, man, I'm about to get this. Like, what was it? A Cutlass?
Nah, it wasn't even. I already had a car.
Okay.
My parents had given me a car.
Okay.
But it was like a 92 Corolla. Or something.
Okay.
But
you just wanted some good wheels, reliable wheels.
Yeah, with some nice sounds.
Okay.
So as long as the sound was good,
I got you.
That was good with me.
Okay.
So
okay.
that was my thing.
That's cool. All right, so as time goes on, what do you think gave you that push to say, I'm cool on working at these regular jobs, they're fine, but I really need to have my own business and go extremely hard at that?
I think really when I was in college.
Okay.
When I was in college, just still looking for different hustles, different things to do, kind of getting into this, getting into that. To me, it always felt good to be able to make $1 for myself. A paycheck is cool, but for me, it's always been kind of a rush to make $1 for myself. For me to put together a plan, execute the plan, and be able to make money off of that plan.
Gotcha.
When I was in college, that's when mixtapes were real big.
Yeah.
So that's what me and a partner of mine from Chicago, that became kind of our thing, and we got really into it, where we were doing wholesale to stores both in Cleveland and in Dayton, which is where I went to school at.
Oh, cool.
And internet, eBay, just all over the place. Festivals in the summertime. We really got real big into it, but that really let me know you can do this. You can make $1 for yourself. All you have to do is put your mind to it, work hard, grind hard, and you can kill them. I remember one time I had driven up from school and did a festival up here at Woodhill, and I just stayed up for about 3 days straight, just making CDs and selling CDs.
Wow.
And that was like a great feeling, because at the end of that weekend, we had made so much money, and we did it all on our own.
Wow. So you was really hustling.
Oh yeah.
Them Woodhill days used to be nice.
Definitely.
I used to love checking them out, man, because it was like the vibe was just different. And then way back in the day, you didn't really worry about no knuckleheads trying to fight or nothing, because it's like everybody was just there to have a good time and go home.
Oh yeah, definitely, definitely.
So how did you get into doing? Did you have like a vendor table, or you were just walking
Vendor
around
table.
selling? Okay,
What I would do back then is I would go to I would look online and I would find out all the African American festivals that were going on in Ohio. So I would just look and see whatever I could find and talk to whoever I needed to talk to about a vendor's table, fill out the application, cut them the check or give them a few bucks, and
all right,
I'm there for the whole weekend.
yeah. So who really inspired you to do all that you're doing right now?
I think along the way it's been a few different people.
Okay.
Both people that I know and people that I don't know. I think a lot of people that I would consider a mentor would be people that I don't even know. People
Gotcha.
that I just follow what they're talking about on YouTube, on the internet, different places like that. Personally, I would definitely say my mom, who's also my business partner here at Mid.
Okay, cool.
We
That's
started
what's
this
up.
together.
That's what's up.
A friend of mine I was just talking about in Chicago. He was always a hustler.
Gotcha.
He was one person that made me feel like if you can think of it, you can do it, because that's what he did. He was a little bit older than me, but he hustled hard, and he made me believe that anything was possible too.
Yeah. Now some of these other people that you were talking about, like who are they? Like that you watch and maybe not have met in person.
A lot of different people. I kind of follow what they talk about. Damon John, Grant Cardone.
Yeah.
There's a cat down in Atlanta called named Glendon Cameron. I've been following
Okay.
him for some years. Gary V, of course.
That's my dude.
Yeah, I love Gary V too. And then what's my guy's name I was watching today? Oh, Eric Thomas.
Yeah.
Gotta always love Eric Thomas.
Yeah.
But a lot of the business guys that are just kind of out there with different messages and all of that stuff.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Now, how do you feel about negativity?
I try to stay away from it. I mean, there's really no place for negativity. I think that it's enough of it that's naturally gonna come around you. So as much as possible, if you can make a conscious effort to avoid it, the better
Right.
off you'll be.
Right. Because it's tough because sometimes that negative person can be a close friend, a close family member,
Definitely.
and it's like you don't want to have to cut them off, but it's like if they're stopping your progress from where you're trying to go, then it's like you really got to make some tough decisions.
Definitely. I mean, I think you have to kind of limit your contact with certain people.
Yeah.
Whether it be some people that just seem to have a dark cloud over them and, kind of follows them wherever they go, because misery really does love company.
And that's a true statement, yeah.
Either directly or indirectly.
Right.
And then even people that are just blatantly negative, I feel like I have to limit my contact with those people. And, that's necessary in order to stay positive.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Now, you got that sign behind you. Success is a journey, not a destination. Do you firmly believe that?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Okay.
I think there's no such thing as just kind of definite success.
Yeah.
I think that you can always do more. You're always going to want to do more. Like some
Right.
people talk about retiring, they want to retire young. Me personally, I don't see the point of me retiring at 40 or something. Even if
Right.
even if financially I'm in a position at that time to do it, because there's always more that can be done.
Right.
The game, there's still more game to be played.
Absolutely.
So I think it's an ongoing thing, and I think it's always another level, whether it be in your professional, personal, or whatever part of your life. There's always more to be achieved.
Yeah. Now, do you believe that there's such thing as work-life balance, or do you feel like you just keep going and things will align as they go?
No, I think that things definitely need to be balanced.
Okay.
That's one thing I've made it a point this year to really even work on myself, is making sure, just as hard as I'm working in the office, I'm hitting the gym, or
Right.
making a conscious effort to have time to spend with the family.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, and turning the whole work thing off, because all of this can go away. They still gonna be there.
Yep. That's
And
real.
it'd be a shame to neglect that and only have work.
Right. So when you look at all that you have achieved so far, what would you say that you're the most impressed about?
Um, Personally, I would say what I've been able to do as far as CPR training.
Okay.
CPR training is something that I'm passionate about. I've been an instructor for 14 years, and I think we do the best classes that there is.
Like, period. Not the
Period.
state,
In
not
the
the
world.
country.
In the world.
That's what's up.
In the world.
Okay.
I firmly believe that.
Okay.
We have a good time teaching people how to save people's lives.
Yeah.
Every now and then I'll get an email or a phone call where somebody says, "Hey, thanks for the classes that you do. I saved somebody's life yesterday."
Wow.
Or,
Okay.
somebody on our staff saved somebody that was choking. Something like that. The money that, we work for and all of that stuff is cool. But to hear that somebody's actually alive, or see somebody on the news that saved somebody from something that they've learned in one of our classes, that's humongous.
Yeah.
So I would say that's the thing that I'm most proud of, and then also the amount of people we've been able to train and get out here into the workforce. People
Gotcha.
whose lives are different since they took a class here at MedCert. I'll see somebody now that I remember they started out as a STNA or a home health aide. Now they're a nurse practitioner or something like that. So that's dope.
So, what do you think that you guys have been able to do different that's made you more successful than some of the other companies in your same industry?
I say really one of the biggest things is just really being regular human beings and not making every single thing about a dollar.
Gotcha. Okay.
Actually caring about the people, being willing to talk to people, and being about more than money. Not being out to just try to take everybody's money and kick them to the curb. I think that's why several of my businesses have survived as long as they have.
I mean, because you think about it, the average business is not going to survive after the first year.
Definitely.
And look at you, Terrance. Several still surviving. Now, after not 1 year, not 5 years, but like really going extremely hard. Like, that's very impressive.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So, family, kids.
Wife, been married for 7 years.
Okay.
And then 4 kids also.
Congrats.
Yeah,
Congrats.
Thank you.
Yeah. I've been married now for almost 2 years.
Okay.
And this is my second marriage. And I definitely have learned so much. And with everything that I'm doing for business, it was essential to have her support. And when I don't have her support on certain things, it's not that I can't do it, but I feel like, dang, I look at you every day when I come home, knowing that you hated this idea, you thought it was bad for the family.
Definitely.
And it's just like, I look at her as my ultimate business partner.
Definitely.
So what role do you think like family plays with your business?
As far as the wife, I would say kind of what you just mentioned.
Okay.
I know even a lot of people that come here for classes and stuff like that will say, "How's your wife?" Because they're used to seeing her when they see me.
Gotcha.
Or she works in the businesses.
Okay.
She was a huge part of starting the moving company as far as all the regulation and all
Gotcha.
that stuff. And that was actually when we were just dating.
Oh, wow.
That was a big thing. And it's kind of part of the reason why we ended up where we are
Okay.
right now.
Gotcha.
It's because she was supportive and she is supportive. Everything I can come home one day and say, "Hey, babe, I'm thinking about buying another rental property," and she'll say, "All right, let's do it."
Right.
It's a thing where she's always supportive, but I think that she knows who she's supporting. I think she genuinely believes in the stuff that I come up with, even though it might be a bit much at times.
Yeah, I get it.
I think she genuinely believes in what she's supporting, so I think it's kind of easier for her to do it.
Yeah.
Then the kids, they all had their roles also.
Okay.
I think we always use that term like T.I.'s show. It's a family hustle.
Right.
Everybody has to have a part in it.
Absolutely.
So y'all all got to do something.
Absolutely. They say in the word, don't work, don't eat.
Exactly.
And that's important to bring everybody together. Plus, you get a chance to teach the kids the business side of it.
Definitely.
So as they get a little bit older, whether they want to do the business with dad or get their own, they have some of those essentials.
Definitely. And MedCert is a family company. As I said, my mother's my business partner. My father is my office manager.
Oh wow, okay, that's what's up.
My sister worked here at some point.
Okay.
My brother worked here at some point. So,
Gotcha.
we try to do the family thing. It can be, it can be a challenge if you let it be, but I think you have to follow certain rules when working with family.
That makes sense. What advice would you give to entrepreneurs that are getting started for the first time?
For anybody that's getting started for the first time, I would say, the biggest thing is really to believe in yourself. Believe in the idea. Make sure that it's a solid idea that'll really work.
Yeah.
Talk to people who you actually respect about the idea. Don't get mad if they don't necessarily think it'll work, because sometimes things seem like a better idea in our head.
That's right.
Than they actually do out here in real life. I've seen a lot of businesses pop up, and I can say, it's a cool business, but that's the wrong area. They're probably not going to make it 6 months.
Gotcha.
And 9 times out of 10, I've been right about it. And it's not that person, as a new entrepreneur, wasn't good at business or couldn't make it in business. They just maybe should have talked to a few more people.
Gotcha.
And I would say just try your best to do things right. Try to write everything down. Just try to be as organized as possible. I think sometimes it's that boring stuff, the stuff that's not that sexy to do in business, that we neglect to do.
Yeah.
And if we actually did it, it would help us out a little bit.
And it's huge, man. Like it's so many people that I've heard just recently that never started an LLC or corporation or even some kind of partnership, and they came after them personally.
Oh yeah.
And it's like they got sued, and pretty bad lawsuit, and it's like somebody had probably told them along the way, or they at least heard about it, and they said, no, I don't really need to do that. I'm a sole proprietor, thinking that there's no registration requirement for that. You don't have no EIN number, nothing. And you just going blindly through life with your business.
Definitely.
And that's not cool.
Definitely. And people will try to sue you.
Yeah.
That's one thing. One of the challenges that you find out a little bit later in business, people think because it's a company or a person in business that they have to be rich and they have to be loaded, or I can just go after their insurance company.
Exactly, right.
So people they'll try to
definitely try to get you.
They definitely will.
So with some of the mentors that you mentioned, whether you know them personally or not, are you currently mentoring anyone?
I try to. I have some younger guys and younger people that I talk to, about business. I'm always kind of open when I know people that are trying to get into business. On giving them as many pointers as I can, trying to give them some resources, whatever resources I have that might be able to help them. So I'm kind of always there, willing to help mentor people as far as business, and then I have a few people that I kind of talk to and I help out regularly.
That makes sense. So what do you think that you hate the most about being an entrepreneur?
Hate the most. It's like hiring and firing sometimes.
Yeah, that's real.
Both can be a challenge.
Yeah.
Trying to pick the right talent, the right personalities, that can be a challenge. And even sometimes, unfortunately, you got to fire people. So I would say that's what I definitely hate the most.
Yeah, and somebody was saying, I don't know if it was Gary Vee or something I heard like on a podcast, and they were saying that there's different models, like it's the hire slow, fire quickly thing, and then they try to reverse that. But it's hard though, because when you hire somebody, you have no idea how they're really going to perform.
Definitely.
Their resume might have looked great, interview was amazing, you heard great things about them, but when they actually start doing the job, based on the environment they're in, their coworkers, all of those things play a part.
Definitely. Yeah, we had some interesting stories. With some people that seemed really good in an interview, and then they kind of came into work and turned into something else. And then we had some people that started out just okay and turned into a rock star.
Exactly.
So it's kind of tough, but I've always liked that saying, hire slow, fire fast.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just like a relationship. Once you kind of get a inkling that this person isn't the one, in business, I feel like you need to kind of follow your gut, because a lot of times it's absolutely correct.
And I feel the same way. Well, there's like some clients that I have for business coaching, and they want to start this relationship with a partner or a particular group of individuals that's your clients. It's all relationship.
Definitely.
Up and down. So a lot of times they feel like you don't have to apply those same principles, but if you kind of get that gut feeling that something ain't right, chances are something ain't right.
Definitely.
And you really got to investigate those feelings to see if there's some validity in them. Otherwise, you look up a couple of years, now this person and did you wrong in a business or walked away and left you high and dry. So many bad things that can happen.
Definitely, definitely. I mean, in business, I feel like if I'm in business, this is what I do. This is how I feed my family and everything. I think that I have to be on the same page with the people that are here, whether it be a employer-employee relationship,
Right.
a vendor that I'm working with, because we've even had to get rid of people that were actually writing us checks just
Oh,
because the
wow.
relationship
Okay.
just wasn't there, especially with the moving company.
Gotcha.
Some really big companies, several really big companies that I've worked with, that I just felt like the relationship wasn't what it needed to be. So we had to make that tough decision to
Yeah.
part ways with that company.
And
so
it take wisdom to be able to do that.
definitely.
And you can't be too scared.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I mean, because it's like the fear of losing money, but then it's like that peace that you have on the inside when you know that you're doing something that can't be replaced.
Oh yeah, definitely. And I think it's about being confident and kind of. I have never regretted firing anybody, employee wise, or parting ways with any vendors or anybody that we were working with, as a client.
So, what do you love best about being a business owner?
I would just say that the independence of it, being able to do, things for myself or my family. Even though, as a business owner, income isn't always as predictable as when
Right.
you're on a salary for somebody else.
Right.
It's what I signed up for. So when things are good, that's what I signed up for. When
Right.
things are bad, hey, that's what I signed up for. So I think that's me as a person. I think sometimes we look at entrepreneurship as it's this super cool thing that we can do, but I realize it's not for everybody.
Yeah.
But I know for me, I wouldn't have it any other way.
Yeah. So, if all failed tomorrow with your business, would you go back to a regular job or would you just pull yourself up by the bootstraps and just keep going?
I mean, if I had to go back to a regular job,
Okay.
I'd work at McDonald's if I had to.
Right.
But it would be another business coming.
Gotcha.
It would be another business coming.
So you wouldn't stop being an entrepreneur. You would still have something on the side.
Oh yeah. And it would ultimately take over where I would just be an entrepreneur again.
Right. Gotcha.
So
gotcha.
yeah, I wouldn't stop.
All right. So we're about to wrap up soon, but tell me one of your best memories of being a business owner.
One of my best memories of being a business owner, I would say, we had a Browns player who got traded out of town.
Okay.
And his wife called me. She called Move for less. I just happened to answer the phone that day. And she said he just got traded. Every other moving company I call, they won't move us for 2 or 3 weeks, and we need all of our stuff right now.
Why was that?
It was a really big move.
Okay, so they're saying that they couldn't do it for 2 or 3 weeks.
Right, they couldn't do it, and they had their schedule. They weren't willing to even come out and take a look at it and everything.
Wow. Okay.
Me being a little bit overzealous at the time, I said, you know what, we'll knock it out.
Right,
so
right.
I went out and did the estimate for it. It was a really big move.
Gotcha.
But I was able to pull together the manpower and the resources to get it done in maybe about 2 or 3 days after that.
Gotcha.
So,
Now, were they moving out the state or just somewhere?
out of state.
Wow.
Out of
Okay.
state.
Okay.
And it was a pretty big house. We had to coordinate some things with some other companies for some of the specialty items that they had in the house. But
Right.
we wound up getting it knocked out. The guys were happy. It was a job, but we got it knocked out.
Yeah. So the wife was pretty satisfied.
Oh yeah, they were all happy. It was
That's
just
cool.
kind of a big thing in the middle of what we already had going on.
Gotcha. But that just showed you what you were made of as an organization too.
Oh yeah.
Say, man, we can knock this out. Like we did that, so let something else big come up.
Oh yeah, wasn't nothing telling me that we couldn't do that. We got it knocked out. It was stressful. I lost a lot of sleep, but we got it knocked out.
Cool. All right. So, any last words, Terrance, that you want to say to the people?
I would say biggest thing really for anybody that's serious about being in business do your thing. Don't let people tell you that you can't do it. Just do your thing. You know, use your resources. Listen to your own intuition. At the end of the day, if you succeed, it's on you. If you fail, it's on you. But it's all good either way as long as you learn. Only other thing I would say is, support MedCert, Move for Less, Regal Auto Sales, Myers Family Home.
How can I get in contact with you?
They can always get in contact with me either by email, tmyers@mymedcert.com. They can call the office, which is right here in Southgate Shopping Plaza next to Dollar Tree. It's 440-786-2378. Can always leave me a message for any of the companies. Otherwise, you can catch me on social media, Terrance Myers. Not that tough to find.
Awesome. Well, bro, I really appreciate your time.
I appreciate you.
No problem, Manny Horse Show. We out. Peace.